Wherever there's great revival, there will also be great and terrible judgment. It always happens. And over time, we've experienced a lot of that in our culture, where there's always a great war before a great revival, where God has to humble his people to get what he wants. We may think that he's on our side, as Abraham Lincoln discovered, that God is not on my side nor Robert E. Lee's side. He doesn't take sides. We either repent or we perish. Finally, God got Abraham Lincoln's attention. And because of that, he said, I will emancipate the slaves. And then we have what is called the emancipation. And then we have a victory. Prior to that, we were losing, at least the northern part of our country. The Union was losing. The Confederates were winning. They were just almost like 2 weeks away from the White House. And Abraham Lincoln has generals that would, they couldn't cut the mustard. And he's very depressed about Willie dying and from typhoid fever. And you got over 21,000 American babies dying from typhoid fever. You got Mary going nuts because of you. We have this problem. Willie would not be dead today if you would have. I'd like to have a wife like that every night, and you're trying to run a country. And he had to find a way to find some solace in all of that, and he did. I was told that he read the letter of the Presbyterian pastor who preached the sermon for Willie. And in that letter it said that God is sovereign. And he says, I understand that. I'm a sovereign president of the United States. America may be out of control, but I cannot be, for I'm the sovereign president. And if you're the sovereign God, we may be out of control, but you're not. It got his attention. It also tells us that he pulled out a Bible to find some solace with all these problems as he was aging in his face. And in that he read 2 Chronicles 7:14. And if my people who are called by my name will humble themselves. And out of that comes this idea of emancipation. We'll set them free because God is not on my side. He's sovereign. Just like he did with Joshua as he was preparing to go to Canaan, to the Canaanites, right? Jericho, what happened? He went to assess the walls to see how they were going to capture that city. And the captain of the Lord's host, the incarnate Christ, stood next to him. And he said, whose side are you on? He said, you take off your shoes because the ground you stand on, Abraham Lincoln, is holy ground. Same thing he told Joshua. And then he told Joshua, I want you to go back and circumcise those kids who are 20 years of age and older. Can you imagine being in the wilderness for 40 years and you got all of your kids 20 years of age and younger who have not been circumcised? And you want the walls of Jericho no, you don't go there. I'm not on your side. I'm on the Lord's side. You want to go and obtain that promised land that I've given you. You want to occupy it, but yet you have not allowed your heart to be occupied by me. You have not obeyed me. Go back and have them get cut. And then I want you to march. Get that picture. There's a cost. And I want you to march in silence. Yeah, but you can't scream, ouch! I'm sorry. In silence. Don't say a word. Just march.